another video. In this video, we're going to bring you another time-saving feature. And this one is called Get Multiple Documents Signed in Bulk from Salesforce using Titan DocuSign. So, let's say you have multiple documents. And by the way, before I want to do a preface here, this is only supported for single signee for now. So I'll add this here, single signee only. Okay? We may bring out multiple signees in the future, but for now, single signee only. So let's say our use case here, we have Mr. Joe Bloggs here, and he's got 3 different contracts. He's got contract 1, contract 2, contract 3. Rather than having to click action, sign, action, sign, action, sign, and bombarding him with 3 emails with 3 different documents that he has to sign and send it back, we can combine all of that in one email and save you tons of time. And this is an awesome functionality because sometimes you may need to send them 3 documents. Sometimes you may only need to send them 1 document. So it gives you tons of flexibility. What I've done is I've created 3 contracts. They're very basic, nothing really ridiculous about them. I'll show you quickly. And all it is just a contract with their signatures in them. That's it really. And because I just wanted to save more time. So here's my contract 1, name, their signature. Okay. I'll go into another one. Same thing there as well. All I've done is change the heading. So this is contract 2, name and heading. Now, it's important that you know how to set up each document first before you really move on to this. So if you don't know how to even set up one document, please check out other videos before you attempt this one. Once you've set up each of the documents and they're good to go and they're available within your list options, you can do bulk sign. Now, I know there are a number of questions already popping up in your head that, hey, if you're bulk signing them, how do I attach each document to Salesforce? And secondly, how does the tracking log work? Well, let me address that question right now. First thing you need to do is, let's talk about tracking log. For the tracking log, what you need to do is you need to enable it per document. So it must be enabled per document. And then you do track IP, upload completion log as file or attachment. It's up to you. You select your signature and then click apply. That needs to be done for each document if you want to support a tracking log per document. And then your next question is, well, what about the file here? That needs to be done the same. So you need to set up a push for each document, just like this. Go to Files, Map Fields, Set Mapping, and then we will do first published location ID, which is going to be the record ID. Next up, it's going to be file name, so we'll give it a title. This one, we'll just call it contract number 1. And then my first, version data, that should be your document. Just like that. And I need to do the same for contract 1, contract 2, contract 3. So we will do that because it's good practice and it's often something that trips people over. So we will do it. Let's go to contract 2, general. Let's enable tracking. Check, check, check. File, signature, apply. And now let's do the push. Object, we will do files, map fields. Title, we'll give this one contract number 2. Version data is going to be your document. And then first published location is going to be record ID. Apply, apply, apply. And let's do number 3, our final one. Same thing, so document access, tracking enabled. 1, 2, 3, done, signature, apply. And then finally the push. Add object, we want to do files, map field, version data is going to be your document, and title is going to be contract 3. So just like that, contract 3. So we're done. 1, 2, and 3 are all mapped. We're good to go. We've done all our due diligence here. Simple stuff. And now we're ready to bulk sign. Well, how does bulk sign work? Well, once your contracts appear here, what you can do is you can do 1, 2, 3, and then check what's called bulk sign. Okay. Now, there are a lot of different things that you need to be aware of, so I'll run through them briefly, and then I may shoot more videos on those a little bit later. So, if you want to send it to somebody else, you can use the advanced feature here to send the email to, and then CC somebody in or BCC somebody in. That's for that. But by default, it will pick up the contact email, for me in this case anyway. So, just to reiterate that this is the email address here for this contact, and by default, it's going to pick up that email. And then if I just do this, do bulk sign, and then what you'll find is if I do show more, you got all sorts of stuff here. So you can amend the template. Here's the document URL. You can insert more stuff if you wish. It's up to you. You got tons of different stuff available, different merge fields from your Salesforce, and yeah, you can do that. So that's one option. And then another option is you can also use what we call Smart V. So if I show less and then do configure, you can move the order of the document. You can go 1, 2, 3 or 2, 3, 1. It's up to you. You can also enable Smart V. If you don't know what Smart V is, what it does, if you check it, we can send them a 2-factor authentication code to their email address, so we know they're signed. And once they're signed, once they get the 2-factor authentication code, they're able to log back in and able to log into the actual document and start signing it. But for me, I'm not going to enable it for now. Let's just uncheck it. Let's click save. You can even remove any if you want. So we're pretty much good to go. What I'm going to do is click send, and the process is going to begin. The bulk documents are now going to get sent out. And on the left hand side, I'm just going to move this over here. So this is where the emails are going to come through. So as you can see, the process has been executed. It's gone. It's gone out to Joe Blogs here with this email address, all 3 of them in one bulk. Okay, and then this is what it looks like. Here it is. There's our email. It's going to say, hey, there's a template. You request to sign several documents. Click here to start signing. If you cannot click on the link above, copy the URL below. I'm just going to copy this and we'll put it into incognito mode. Hit enter. And here we go. So this is the process. It's going to start showing me all my documents. So where do you see them? On the right hand side. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. And let's start with 1 here. So we're good. We're like, okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's what I want to do. I'll go ahead and sign it. So I will go ahead and do Joe B. Do a random signature. Click confirm. And these are my signatures we're in. I can even reject it. Once I continue it, I know I've signed the first one. What you'll find is, look at that status. It's a check, okay? Second one, I'll reject it. So once I reject it, I'll say, don't like it. Reject. Yes. And you can see once you reject it, the second document is now rejected. It cannot be accessed at all, by the way. Because it's rejected. We cannot modify or do anything with it. Anyway, we'll continue. We'll move on to the third one. So we'll go to the third one over here, and then we'll go ahead again, finish it. So we'll say Joe B like this, go ahead and sign it, and then I'll finish sign. So now you can see 1 document, 2 document, 3 document, all 2 signed, 1 rejected. And that's it, the process is now finished. Let's go back to Salesforce and see what's gone on here, one by one. We'll get full details here, because everything will be coming into our tracking log. So, as you can see, we have a bunch of tracking logs here. So let's start with contract 1. There's our contract 1. Good, looks good, signed, very good. And then let's have a look at the tracking log for the contract 1. Here it is. It shows everything. Sent, viewed, completed. Alright, so that's step 1. Now let's look at contract 3, because remember contract 3 was signed, but 2 was rejected. Again, there is your data. And there is your, again, signatures. There's the ID. Alright, looks pretty good. just like we did for 1 over here. And then let's look at number 2, which is also pushed through. So this is contract 3, and then let's have a look at this one. So look, this is number 2, the one that we rejected, and these are our comments. Don't like it. It was rejected. So this is how you do it. You know, bulk documents that we pushed in for you. Your end user has signed 1, 2, 3, all in one go, and it's going to save you tons of time. You can even automate this. You don't have to really sit there and start sending out multiple emails multiple times. And it will save you a hell of a lot of time. So this is how you do it, bulk documents with Titan.